Morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
How are you doing today?
We're holding on over here.
Okay, well, I'll do my best to make this as smooth of a landing as possible.
We're still waiting on FEMA side. Let me radio Deputy.
Okay. Hey, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. How you doing, sir? All right, you?
I'm doing well. I've already made this go live, so we can get started.
Okay, could y'all stand up for me, please?
Good morning, everyone. This is your first appearance hearing before the Magistrate Court of Clayton County. My name is Brad Gardner, and I'm a judge in this court. I'm here to inform you of the charges that have been filed against you, to advise you of certain rights, to set bail on those offenses that I'm authorized to set bail, to schedule a preliminary hearing, and to determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney. You have the right to remain silent and say nothing, but should you give up this right, anything you say during this proceeding may be used against you. So please don't discuss the facts of your case. During this and all other proceedings, you have the following rights: to the presumption of innocence, to indictment by a grand jury for most felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors, to a speedy and public trial by jury, to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you, to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf, testify on your own behalf, or offer evidence in your own defense, and to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify. Some of you will be allowed to post unrestricted bonds for your release from jail. These bonds may be posted by cash, commercial, or property. Some of you will have special conditions on your bond that prohibit you from contacting certain people or going to certain places. You will also be prohibited from contacting the victim while you are in jail. If you violate the court's order, your bond will be revoked and you can remain in jail until your trial. You could also receive additional felony charges. It is important to note that if someone is listed as a victim in your case, that person would not be allowed to post your bond. Some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is not authorized by law to set bail. In this event, a bond hearing will be scheduled before a judge of the Superior Court of Clayton County, and you will be informed of that date. If you are currently on active probation, this court is not authorized to set bond at this time. Where the bond is appropriate in your case will be reconsidered after your probation officer has had an opportunity to consider this new arrest. The purpose of a preliminary hearing is to determine whether there is sufficient evidence to support the allegations against you. The standard at this stage is very low. A judge determining whether a charge goes forward at this stage only has to determine that it is possible that the crime occurred. Everyone has the ability to waive their right to a preliminary hearing. However, you should speak to a lawyer first if you are unsure about whether it is appropriate to waive your preliminary hearing. If you postpone, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. You will receive notice at the address you give of your next court date. Lastly, I need everyone to raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that any statements you make during this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God? Okay, let's start on the ladies' side. And I placed it on mute because there is feedback coming back. So could you unmute it for me, please? Okay. Ms. Brown?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you've been charged with one count of reckless conduct. I've set the bond at $1,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
All right, thank you.
Just have a seat back, please.
You're welcome. Miss, is it corrector?
Character, yes.
Ma'am, you've been charged with one count of theft by taking as a misdemeanor. Bond has been set by schedule at $2,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Sure.
Are you currently working, ma'am?
Yes.
How much do you make per hour?
Well, I currently in between funds. I'm kind of like getting unemployment, and I'm working on some things, have some things lined up.
So you're not working?
No, not right now.
Okay, ma'am, you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, thank you.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back. Ms. Cartwright? Ma'am, you're charged with one count of following too close and one count of driving under the influence of alcohol to the extent that you were a less safe driver. You're gonna have a $500 bond set on the following too closely and a $5,000 bond set on the driving under the influence of alcohol. So that's a total bond of $5,500. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Mickens. Ma'am, you're charged with one count of giving a false name, address, or date of birth. Bond is going to be set at $2,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Are you currently not working?
Yes, sir, I do. I work.
Okay, you put NA on your form and it asks, are you working?
Because I shouldn't start my job today, but I don't know how this is gonna go. I do work.
Okay, what pay rate, what hourly pay rate did you agree to?
I'm make $11 an hour.
Okay, You do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
George, read it.
Is it Miss Punkosti? Okay, ma'am, you've been charged with one count of possession, use or possession of drug-related objects. That's a misdemeanor. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. And one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of methamphetamine, which is a felony. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. Do you believe you can post that bond, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you will get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
Thank you.
Miss Tyquisha Smith.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with one count of terrorist threats or acts as a felony offense. Bond is going to be set at $4,000. And one count of obstructing an officer. Bond is going to be set at $2,000. That's a total bond of $6,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from Amara Nicole Seeley. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask you?
Let him get done talking first, and then he ask you a question.
Okay.
Thanks.
Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Now, we interrupted you with your question. What is your question?
How is it possible for someone to have that privilege that doesn't live in the house with me? So basically I'm not allowed to go back to my own home, is what you're saying?
Are you saying that Miss Seeley lives at your home?
She doesn't live there. She talks to my brother. They're in a relationship. She doesn't stay there.
Okay, ma'am, the stay away provision relates to Miss Seeley. It doesn't relate to the home. If your brother wants to continue a relationship with Miss Seeley, you're within your right to have your brother move out. And the two of them can have their whatever relationship they want to have.
Okay.
So, ma'am, you got to understand, we don't have unlimited resources. We don't have law enforcement officers that can just be on call to go out to people's homes to regulate fights between adults. So we have to place these bright lines in place so that if you disrespect my order, you'll get charged with aggravated stalking and you'll stay in jail until your trial.
Yeah, I understand that. And you said my bond was like 6,000.
$6,000 total. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. You're free to go back. Miss Wimberly. Miss Wimberly, ma'am, you've been charged with 2 counts of battery. One, the alleged victim is a Cherie Fowler, and one, the alleged victim is a Felicia Irvin. Bond is going to be set for both of these battery offenses at $5,000, leaving a total bond of $10,000. Do you understand that? There's going to be a stay away provision on the bonds to stay away from a Cherie Fowler and a Felicia Irvin. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Is it your plan to hire your own lawyer or represent yourself? You haven't filled out the form. That's why I'm asking that question.
Myself.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I cannot understand what she's saying.
Your Honor, I apologize. I meant to put that on the paperwork. I believe she's gonna be 24.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. And that lawyer will speak to you about these charges, okay? Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
It's up to you. That's it for the ladies, sir.
Okay, thank you for your assistance. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
All right, let's switch over to the male side. Is it a Ben? Ma? Okay, sir, you're charged with a number of offenses, okay? You're charged with possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. You're charged with driving a vehicle with no insurance. Bond is going to be set at $1,000. You're also charged with driving a vehicle on a suspended license. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. And driving a vehicle with an expired or invalid tag. Bond is set at $500. There are 3 separate counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act and denying bond on those 3 offenses at this time. 1 count of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. I'm denying bond on that charge also. Finally, you're charged with driving a vehicle without a valid license. Bond is going to be set at $500. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing date for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. I'm going to also set a bond hearing date for December 17th in courtroom 201 at 8:30 in the morning. Both of these are at 8:30 in the morning. Would you like me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat those dates for me?
I'm sorry, sir.
Can you repeat those court dates for me? December the 6th.
Did I hear I believe I heard emergency.
No. So can you repeat those dates for me? Court dates?
Okay. Yes, sir. December 15th at 8:30 in the morning in courtroom 201. And December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Okay, free to go back, sir. You're welcome. You're free to go back.
You can stay seated.
Mr. Kane,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kane, sir, you're charged with 1 count of driving a vehicle on an expired or invalid tag. Bond is going to be set at $500 for that offense. 1 count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, which is possession of methamphetamine. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. 1 count of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Bond is going to be set at $10,000. And 1 count of driving a vehicle with an inoperable tail light. Bond's going to be set at $500. So you're going to have a total bond set at $14,000. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Sure.
Mr. Groover.
Your Honor, you actually refused to come forward for a second time.
Okay, I am going to I've set bond on his obstructing of an officer and a pedestrian in the roadway. It's going to be $2,000 on the obstructing officer and $500 on a pedestrian in the roadway. If he chooses to stay in jail, that's a choice that he can make.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Harrison? Sir, you're charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. 1 count of simple battery. Bond is going to be set at $4,000. And 1 count of simple assault. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. So that's a total bond of $8,500. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
I believe.
There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from a Delois Hill and a Joseph Alman Layton. Do you understand that, sir?
I don't.
You said you don't understand.
All right.
So these are the people that apparently worked in this Family Dollar location. I think Ms. Hill actually works there, and Mr. Alman Layton was a customer. That the allegation is that you pointed approximately 10-inch stick at him in his face, causing for him to fear from his safety. So to the extent that you don't know these people, it should be easy for you to stay away from them. I'm also gonna have you to stay away from that Family Dollar location at 5960 Highway 42 in Clayton County. Do you understand that?
No problem.
Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Sure.
Okay, sir, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay.
Okay, sir, you're free to go back.
Just take a seat.
Mr. Ingram.
No, sir.
Good morning. Give me 1 second, sir. Stay right there. Okay, Mr. Ingram, sir, you're charged with 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property. Bond is going to be denied on that offense at this time. 1 count of violation Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Bond is going to be denied on that charge, and 1 count of possession or use of a drug-related object. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. You're going to also have a bond hearing date set for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Would you like me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna know why my bond being denied.
Did you ask why is your bond being denied?
Yes.
Because it's the discretion or the decision of the judge, which is me, upon looking at your criminal history and the charges to deny bond.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. All right, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. Jarter.
The car.
Sir, you're charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct. Bond is set by schedule at $1,500. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, sir. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Are you currently working? Mr. Jarter?
Decatur, and I get lost in a conflict because I was mentally attacked in the dark. I got in an argument with a lady, a saint. She's a police officer.
Okay. Are you currently working, sir?
I'm working at Decatur. It's a small town. It's a fountain, a bank, and a courthouse, and an office in the bridge. For some statistics that most of black people are surviving for alcohol. And I was thrown out of the quarter for a cup of coffee at in Lincoln for the officers.
Mr. Carter, how much you make from your job?
I said maybe about let's say $52 a lane.
$52 a day?
In a lane.
Okay, Mr. Jarder, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you because I have some concerns about your ability to navigate through this process, and I think you need someone to assist you with that. You're gonna be free to go back, sir.
You can take a seat. All right, Your Honor, just be advised, they had a typo. His last name is actually Carter.
Okay, I will make that change on his bond order.
And how much is his total bond?
$1,500. Let's see. I have Mr. Jefferson next. Is that who you have?
He's coming up, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Jefferson, sir, you're charged with 1 count of battery. This is a misdemeanor. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. Do you believe you can post that bond? I'm sorry, sir. Okay, let me try this one more time. Mr. Jefferson, you're charged with 1 count of battery. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
That's fine.
You got to speak up a little bit, Mr. Jefferson.
That's fine.
Okay, can you give me a thumbs up or down as whether you can post that bond? Yes, sir. There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond, stay away from a Sequoia Jefferson. Do you understand that? Thumbs up. Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Now, I don't have a CAA form, which is a court-appointed application for a court-appointed attorney. Do you want me to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney? Thumbs up, thumbs down. And Deputy, I'm going to need your help on this. Mr. Jefferson, are you currently working? Thumbs up. How much do you make per hour?
2, 3, 2, 2, 0, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, Your Honor, just kind of keep you on the update. Mr. Jefferson's actually autistic.
Okay,
That's why it's
okay. All right. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent him. I don't have his form, but I can create one because he's going to need assistance through this process. Okay, Mr. Jefferson, thank you, sir. You're free to go back. Mr. Knight.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Knight. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of simple battery, family violence. Bond is going to be set at $4,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from a Christy Knight. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
No, sir.
You're going to hire your own lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any questions for me, Mr. Knight?
One question, one comment.
Okay.
My question is, I'm a licensed financial professional. I do financial planning for parents who have children with special needs. During the pandemic, all my stuff got moved. I've been working out of the house for the last 2 years. I mean, I've got compliance issues. I've got some, some Patriot Act issues with respect to some of the financial products that I sell. So me not being able to go home literally doesn't allow me to earn a living. So I'm asking if there's any leniency. I've already spoken with my wife, who is actually, we just traveled back from my mom's funeral and had dinner Monday. So I'm just wondering if there's anything that can be done in order, because I mean, that's moving computers, that's moving a desk, that's moving my entire office. And I don't have, I can't pivot that quickly because I have outstanding clients now that need service that, I mean, I can't do it today, of course, but I'm going to, is there any way to navigate that? Or any leniency at all? Is there a letter that maybe Christy could submit saying that, I mean, just anything, because she actually didn't file the complaint, the doctor did. There was just a huge misunderstanding.
So, Mr. Knight, I can actually provide you with information that may be useful, okay?
Okay.
So we set these bright line rules at this initial stage because you're gonna get out of jail today. And we don't want whatever led to your being arrested to pop back up. And looks like this warrant was obtained on October 22nd of 2021. So if your wife is not afraid of you, she can contact the Solicitor General's office and let them know that she wants this condition to be changed or modified. And a judge has no problem in doing that because I don't know your circumstance. I just know the allegation. But what I do know is that we don't have resources for law enforcement to just keep coming out to your place every day. Okay. So to the extent that, and I'll just say this, I'm not naive enough to believe that when I place a stay away provision on a bond, that means people don't get back together because they do it every day. All I can do is place a stay away provision on and provide you with the understanding that if you violate the stay away provision, you could be facing an aggravated stalking charge, which is a felony, and you could be in custody until your trial.
All right, okay. Now, when she contacts the Solicitor General, would she need a case number, or she can just call in, give her name, and they'll be able to figure it out from there?
They should, but if you want me to give you your warrant number, I can give you that warrant number.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, you should have something to write with there. It is 2021 CW Charlie Whiskey 55162.
55162.
Yes, sir.
So it's 2021 Charlie Whiskey 55162.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so just so that you know, I don't know if your wife is at home right now drinking a glass of champagne because she's happy that you're out of the house, or if she's at home crying because you're out of the house. I can't make that determination. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else, sir?
One comment. The previous guy that was up here, the autistic guy,
Mm-hmm.
I work with a lot of lawyers that deal, because I'm in the special needs community. And the Bobby Dodd Institute has lawyers that are specifically allocated to work with people that are on the spectrum. So if I can give their name to someone here, they would be happy to try and help him get out of this situation.
Okay. His name is Armani, Armani Jefferson, Jefferson. Fferson. And we are trying to get a mental health court here to deal with misdemeanor offenses. Because in my opinion, there are about 30% of people that I see that are having some type of episode or issue.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. We're trying to change policy. But anyway, I'll see what I can, who I can get the information to. So thank you.
Okay, no problem, sir. Have a good day. Mr. Mosley? Mr. Mosley, sir, you're charged with 1 count of felony murder and 1 count of aggravated assault. I'm not allowed to set bond on these offenses at this time. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing date for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. I'm going to also set a bond hearing date for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Would you like me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, Mr. Mosley, you're free to go back.
I'd like your own.
Mr. McCurran.
We'll give that a minute. Come on.
Good morning, Mr. McCurran. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of theft by shoplifting as a felony. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
I don't know.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your ability to bond out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, you're free to go back. Mr. Milliner?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Moving a little bit faster than I'm prepared to move. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of carrying a gun through the checkpoint at the airport. This is a misdemeanor offense. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. Do you believe you can post that bond? Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That day will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me, Mr. Milliner?
No, sir.
Okay, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. Nellis.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you charged with 1 count of public indecency or indecent exposure. Bond is set by schedule, which means it's automatically set at $2,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No.
Okay, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. Norman.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Norman. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of giving actually, it says as a party to the crime of helping to provide contraband to an inmate in the Clayton County Jail. And I have not set bond on that offense. I think what I'm going to do, sir, I'm going to set you a bond.
I appreciate it.
But don't thank me yet. I hadn't given you the amount. All right, sir. It's gonna be $7,000 bond.
Appreciate you.
This is a felony offense. Your preliminary hearing date is gonna be set for December 15th, sorry, at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
No, sir. I'm all right.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. You're free to go back, Mr. Norman.
I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Ripa. Mr. Ripa, sir, you're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
I got one already.
Okay, sir. Do you have any questions of me?
Yeah, you think I can help today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're free to go back.
Have a good day.
Mr. Stewart.
Yo, yes, sir.
Mr. Stewart, sir, you're charged with 1 count of felony murder, 1 count of armed robbery, 1 count of aggravated assault, and 1 count of possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. Bond is going to be denied on all of these charges. I cannot set bond on the felony murder and armed robbery charges. So I've denied bond on the other offenses so that they can all be heard at the same time. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. You're going to also have a bond hearing date set for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning. Now, it's important to note that these dates may change.
You said, man. No, you said, man.
It's important to note that these dates may change because the Superior Court judges are now handling the bonds on offenses where a person may get life in prison. I don't have a schedule for whomever is the judge that's now or will be presiding, but I've been efforting that information. So this date will get changed. I'm almost certain. Okay. But it'll be in December, but it won't be potentially the dates that I've laid out. Okay.
All right, this was for the bond hearing and stuff, right?
For the bond hearing and the preliminary hearing. Well, actually, the preliminary hearing can be held in magistrate court, but the bond hearing will be in Superior Court. And it's just really and truly based upon whatever judge is presiding. And I don't know, I don't have that information before me. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. You're free to go back, Mr. Ashley. I'm sorry, Mr. Stewart. Are you Mr. Is it Sirafong Saba? Okay, give me 1 second, sir. Okay, sir, you're charged with 1 count of having an improper muffler. Bond is going to be set at $500 for that. One count of driving a vehicle without a valid license. Bond is going to be set at $1,000. And 2 window tint violations. Bond is going to be set at $500 a piece. So you're going to have a total bond set at $2,500. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir? Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
So they're saying like at the time, like when they pulled me over, they charged me for that, or like it's not happening in the gym.
Was that question related to the window tint?
Driver like
Okay, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, sir. I'm going to dismiss one of the window tint violations. So that'll reduce your bond to $2,000. Anything else, sir?
no, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back.
You go back to
Mr. Skillings.
Are you good?
Sir, you're charged with 1 count of theft by shoplifting as a misdemeanor. Bond's going to be set at $2,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Good job.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you're free to go back. Is it Mr. So?
Yes, sir, that's me, but it's pronounced Mr. Son.
It's pronounced how?
Mr. Son. Like the-
Sonin?
No, son, like the son.
Son, okay. I try to give people the respect of pronouncing their name correctly. Now, this is one of those offenses where I can't set bond on at this stage. Anything over 10 pounds as it relates to marijuana, I cannot set bond at this hearing. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. And you're going to have a bond hearing date set for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. This is an offense that the district attorney's office can consent to. They'll look at the facts of the case, they'll look at your criminal history, and they'll make their own independent determination as to whether they consent to a bond. As a judge, I don't have a dog in the fight. If there's a consent reached between the parties as it relates to a bond, and it's placed before me, I'll sign it. This is something that unfortunately we get a lot of these coming through the airport. And the statute, as it relates to trafficking marijuana, states that a judge that's at the first appearance stage cannot set bond.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't mean you can't get a bond set tomorrow, or you can't get a bond set before these dates that I've laid out for you.
Yes, sir.
But it has to go through the district attorney's office, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I interrupted you, sir. What were you trying to tell me?
You don't mind repeating those court dates for me, please?
December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201, and December 17th for the December 15th for the preliminary hearing, December 17th for the bond hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Both
anything
at-
else?
Both at 8:30 or 2:01?
I'm sorry?
Both at 8:30 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're free to go back.
Here we go.
Where?
And Mr. Ware, leave the sheet over there. Leave the sheet in your seat. Sheet. You're coming up, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, right here, right here. All right, in front of the computer, in front of you. There you go.
Okay, Mr. Ware, you're charged with one count of criminal trespass. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 14th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
No, sir.
Are you currently working, Mr. Ware?
Yes, sir.
How much do you make per hour? I'm sorry?
$29 an hour.
Okay, I'm going to find that you qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back. Mr. Whitaker,
Your Honor, that was the same person from yesterday. Do you still need him?
yeah, apparently one of his charges was left off. He has a concealing the identity of a tag charge. So it's just a $500 bond that'll be additional to what I said yesterday.
Okay, because he's not present at this time right now.
Then would you do me a favor and just advise him of the additional $500?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'll send the paperwork over.
Yes, sir. I will let him know.
Okay, Mr. Williams.
Henry Williams.
Mr. Williams, sir, you're charged one count of possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Bond's going to be set at $1,500 for that charge. One count of driving a vehicle on a suspended license. Bond is going to be set at $1,500, and an improper turn. Bond is going to be set at $500. So your total bond is going to be set at $3,500. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
Yeah, I was informed it was posted already.
Okay. Well, upon posting the bond, your bond hearing date, I'm sorry, preliminary hearing date of December 14th, 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201 is going to get waived, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify. Mr. Williams, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Williams, you're free to go back, sir. Robert Williams. Mr. Robert Williams, sir, you're charged with one count of use of possession of drug-related objects. That's a misdemeanor. Bond is going to be set at $1,500, and one count of simple possession of methamphetamine. That's a felony. Bond is going to be set at $3,000. So you're going to have a total bond set at $4,500. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir? Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? Are you currently working, sir?
I'm self-employed.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, sir, you're free to go back. All right, so we have Mr. Hall, Mr. Jones, and Mr. McCullers, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna have to break it down and go over to where they are?
Well, we're having two deputies right now, including Deputy Lee, go and bring them down to this housing unit.
Okay,
So we're just on standby for the time being.
okay, I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna stop my camera for a minute, take a break. But I'll be here, okay?
No, that's a question. I'll see. Your Honor, we're ready to begin. We have everybody here.
Okay. All right, let's start with Mr. Hall.
Yeah, come on.
Mr. Hall, sir, this is your first appearance hearing before Magistrate Court of Clayton County. My name is Brad Gardner. I'm a judge in this court. I'm not here to conduct a trial of your case or to take a plea in your case. I'm here to inform you of the charges that have been filed against you. In this case, one count of aggravated assault, to advise you of certain rights, and that those are, you have the right to the presumption of innocence, the right to indictment by a grand jury, the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you, the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf, the right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense, and have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford an attorney to represent you, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify. At this point, you're charged with one count of aggravated assault. Bond is going to be denied at this point on that charge. There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from a Justin Cross. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201, and you're going to have a bond hearing set for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer, Mr. Hall? I'm sorry, sir.
I didn't say anything.
Now, I'm not a lawyer drug pusher, so if you don't want a lawyer, just say no, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, I'm going to accept that as a no. Mr. Hall, sir, you are free to go back.
Just take a seat, please.
Mr. Jones.
What's going on? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Mr. Jones. Did you hear what I just explained to Mr.
No, sir. No,
Hall?
sir. I don't be listening, no, sir. I don't listen to everybody in all bit. No.
Okay.
That's
So,
fine.
Mr. Jones, this is your first appearance hearing for Magistrate Court of Clayton County.
What's your name, sir?
I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Jones, when I'm done talking, I'll sit here and listen to you with whatever you got to tell me. Okay. But there are certain things I got to get out. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Talking to.
My name is Brad Gardner. I'm a judge in the Magistrate Court of Clayton County. I'm not here to take a plea in your case or to have a trial in your case. I'm here to inform you of the charges that have been laid out against you and to inform you of certain rights. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. You have the right to an indictment by a grand jury. You have a right to a speedy and public trial by jury. You have a right to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you. You have a right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf. You have a right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense. And you have a right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify. Now, Mr. Jones, you've been charged with aggravated assault. Bond is going to be denied at this point on this charge. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for December 15th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. And you're going to have a bond hearing set for December 17th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from a Justin Cross. Do you understand that?
I understand that, but I don't just intentionally try to be around anybody, so that's gonna have to be on the officers, something that they gotta do, right?
I'm gonna get back to you on that. Okay, I still got a little bit more to tell you, or ask of you. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Well, I have an attorney, I'll be letting them know. I guess you guys will let them know, I'll let them know.
Okay, so if Mr. Cross is in custody, it will be upon the deputies to make sure that you stay away from Mr. Cross.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. McCullers. Sir, you're charged. The charge is crossing the guard line, but it appears as though they're saying that you had tobacco. I'm going to set a bond of $5,000 on this charge. It is a felony offense. Do you believe you can post that bond?
I don't know as of yet. They placed me in the hole when I supposed to be placed under security, so I've been unable to contact family, etc. But who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Do you currently have an attorney?
I'm in here 8 months for misdemeanor and moral for driver with suspended license. I wanted to go to court on that, and I just happened to get involved in this, so I got
Okay.
just been saying really.
Okay. So do you already have an attorney? But that attorney is in Morrow, correct?
They haven't even indicted me yet. I checked on that case. They haven't indicted me on it. And like I said, this new charge, whatever, you know what I'm saying, crossing the guard line, which I wasn't even in the facility, but if that's what they want to go about it, that's, I guess, I gotta take what they give me. But I have no attorney. I don't have nothing. Like, they said my case ain't even been indicted, whatever that means for the misdemeanor.
It'll be accused for a misdemeanor. Are you aware, sir, that the Solicitor General of Clayton County is giving amnesty on driving related offenses, meaning you just come and pay the fine and your case is over?
I mean, due to the fact of I'm the provider of everything, I don't have people to lean upon. My mother passed when I was a child. Like, it's me, it's only me. So I don't have people to call. I provide everything. That's why this new charge came into play with the tobacco thing, because I was trying to make money to talk to my son. These are things.
So hold on. Mr. McCullers, I don't want you to talk about your case because
I'm being truthful, I'm being honest.
No, I understand that. And I would prefer that you speak to a lawyer about that. If you want me to appoint a lawyer on this charge, I can.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Are you asking? But like I said, I'm not a lawyer drug dealer. I don't push lawyers down people's throats. So is that something that you would prefer?
I mean, yes, along with me representing myself as well. Because like I said, the condition.
Hold on, Mr. McCullers. Mr. McCullers, hold on, sir. You don't get to do both. Either you have someone representing you or you represent yourself. And as I've just said to you, you've said that you've been in custody from a case in Morrow. And what was the charge?
Of driving with suspended license. And I've been here 8 months.
So, sir, I'm a lawyer and I've been a lawyer for 21 years. And if I have a charge, first thing I'm doing is getting a lawyer.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you can check my kiosk. I'll talk to the misdemeanor firm and I've talked with you guys as felony firm, and both firms have told me that they're unable to help me, which is like leave me at a standpoint. So I began to involve in felony activities such as selling cigarettes so I can get me some money. I was pushed to this level, but once again, I can take you to my kiosk, and two misdemeanor lawyers said they're unable to help me due to the fact that I've not yet been indicted. They disposed of the charge, let me go to Rice Street, brought the charge back up, disposed of it again, then brought it back up. So it's like a game that's being played. People told me that I'm being held hostage. I don't know what's going on with you guys' system, but at the end of the day, they disposed of the charge, brought it back, disposed of the charge, brought it back. I talked to the felony office, they can't help me. I talked to you guys, misdemeanor office, they can't help me. So I'm going on a night.
Mr. McCullers,
Sir.
are you ready to listen to me?
Yeah.
If the case is out tomorrow, then the misdemeanor law firm, which is Lister and Holt, they don't have a contract with the city of Morrow to represent people facing misdemeanors. It's only people facing state charges.
Right.
Which your case can be a state charge if you demand a jury trial and have it transferred to the state. And then you can take advantage of the Solicitor General's offer to have amnesty so that people can just pay their fine and be done with their case. See how simple that is? That sounds real simple, doesn't it?
It sounds simple, but when you sitting here going on a whole year due to the fact that this case is I'm unable to, I don't grasp the concept of this. I don't understand how I have to do you guys' job. That's basically what you're telling me. I need to.
When you say you guys,
What are y'all gonna do?
I'm sorry?
It's a misdemeanor charge. Why aren't your staff, why aren't your attorneys doing their job by getting me into court? I mean, it's going on a year.
So they have 2 years. They have 2 years to get you into court. So until 2 years pass, then you're at that point, sir.
Okay, well,
that's what you and I'm gonna explain it to you as simply as I can. Okay. I come up into your house, I open your refrigerator, and then I start complaining that your milk is out of date. Go get your own milk at your own house. Don't come into my house. So that's what you're doing. You were saying, hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I'm gonna let you speak. I hope you understand that I'm gonna let you speak. You're saying I'm gonna do it my way and it ain't working. So it must be somebody else's fault. Because the way that I think I know what I'm doing ain't working. But I'm sitting here telling you, I've just told you how to do it. And you're now saying, well, it's somebody else's fault.
Yes, because when I'm speaking with you guys' attorney, which is more than one, sorry, fellas, I gotta get this.
It's not. If it's City of Morrow, if it's City of Morrow, it's not Clayton County's attorneys. You're talking to the City of Morrow.
Okay, and then when I have, a companion of mine reach out to Morrow, they're bullying. Oh, if he don't pay the fine, he not gonna get a court date. They're talking to them in this manner, in this type of manner. They blame everything on Corona. But you're totally right, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I have ties when it comes to Clayton County. Just as well as me being in this jumpsuit, I know lawyers. I know I've been coming here since I was 17, I'm 31. So I'm just not gonna minimize myself. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Like if I do come in your house, you know what? I had the right to come in your house because 9 times out of 10, your landlord. I just don't walk into people's homes. When I'm in this facility, I work trustee. I help in the kitchen to the highest extent, or as quarantining. Whenever dorm I'm in, I'm helping people with their cases. as I can see that this law firm lacks humanity. That's why y'all have human rights trying to sue y'all. That's why y'all sheriff is going through what they're going through. That's why you have guys like me have to try to move stuff through y'all facility just to get $1 because y'all are holding me back from my family. Y'all are holding me back from my career. Y'all are holding me back for a misdemeanor driving with suspended license. I've never heard this as I've been coming here since I was 17. I'm going on a year and I have to wait 2 years to wait for one of you guys, not Plain County, but Morrow, lazy freaking lawyer to put me on a court profile because I don't have the money to pay them. It sounds like extortion. It sounds like those guys need to be incarcerated just as well as me. And that's how I feel. Nobody can not make me feel any type of way. I've sat under these conditions and I've seen the grimiest, the nastiest. I've been here long enough to see this. And I've never seen it at this extent. It is high, it is unquarantined, it is unjustified. The officers in here, they don't give a damn. It's just too much going on.
Mr.
It's not enough for y'all doing what y'all need to do. It's not us, it's y'all.
Mr. McCullers,
Yes, sir.
can you repeat back to me the way that I told you that you can get yourself out of jail?
You told me I need to tell them people that I need to get it done in what call court. I did remember it's some type of court, state court. I need to get it pushed to state court because my misdemeanor charge. Yes, I do remember.
And how did I tell you to do that?
By getting contact with Morrow,
Demanding a jury trial.
demanding a jury trial.
That'll get the case transferred to state court. And you'll be dealing with the Solicitor General that's in the big courthouse that's attached to that building that you're in now. Morrow doesn't have a city jail. The Clayton County Sheriff's Department, they hold city inmates. Jonesboro, Lovejoy, Riverdale, Morrow, Lake City, Forest Park. They hold you through an agreement, but you don't have anything to do with the judges that are in state or superior court. I am a magistrate court judge. I deal with people that are arrested on state charges. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you one last time.
Yes, I would like a lawyer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry you have to endure all this, but I said the
No.
first person I was gonna talk to, they're gonna have to get the business because all of y'all, I feel like is one. And that's how y'all are supposed to be moving as a unity and worry about what's the conditions of each inmate in here, but obviously that's not the case.
Mr. McCullers, I don't know you. Those deputies don't know you. I don't have anything against you. I hope you have the best life that you can have in the world.
If that was wholeheartedly the truth and how you felt, then God be with you, but your deputies, they don't feel like it, but let me get the lawyer.
And I'm not gonna prolong this, but you have to understand, sir, the stuff that we see and the stuff that we deal with, you have been pleasant. And that's why I've taking this way longer than it should be, because I'm trying to help you. But I'm also going to tell you, if you have been coming up to the jail since 17, something is wrong. That's not a life. That's not a life to live.
You may be right. Some probably be wrong, but it's something wrong with everybody. Nobody's perfect. So
No one is perfect. No, sir. So your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for December 15th, I'm sorry, at 8:30 in the morning. Courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your ability to bond out. And I think I'm actually doing preliminary hearings that week. So you may see me again if you're still there. But Mr. McCullers, sir, the best thing that you can do is take agency of your life, not in just a survival mode where you're just doing what you got to do to survive, but that you're actually taking steps that will lift you off the ground and you can fly free and you can actually have a life in this world. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
All right, you're free to go back.
Excuse me, I'll take you back in a minute. Before you go, Your Honor, Mr. Harrison has one quick question, if you can answer it.
Sure.
I was wondering if I didn't make bond, when will my preliminary court date be?
I'm sorry, say that again, Mr. Harrison.
I want to make bond.
That if you did not make bond,
Correct.
and what is your question?
When will like my preliminary court date be?
Your preliminary hearing date is set for December 14th at this point, and it looks like I appointed a lawyer to represent you. Now, if you're unable to make bond, you need to speak to the lawyer, and they're from Lister and Holt, and that's a law firm that handles those cases. They will speak to you, and you can ask them to get you placed on one of their, we call them jail calendars. And what that basically means is that there are people that are charged with misdemeanors that cannot make bond. And magistrate court is going to start doing those, I think, every Thursday. Because apparently there's a backlog of people with misdemeanor offenses that have not been able to make bond, so that these cases can get resolved and moved on.
Okay, so to be clear, there's an agency that helps people make bond.
Well, there's a law firm that's called Lister and Holt, and they have HOLT, and they have a contract with the county to handle the misdemeanor appointed cases. Okay, so there are people who may not be able to make bond, and misdemeanor cases are not it's not a murder case. And so resources can be better spent between the county and the sheriff's department, that those people their cases are able to get possibly heard and resolved, rather than waiting on the Solicitor General's office to accuse the case.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. I will also advise you, Mr. Harrison. I would also advise you to contact the bonding companies that are authorized to write bonds in this county, because that's their only business model, is helping people to get out of jail. And you'll be surprised at the steps that they'll take to help people get out of jail.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, sir. You're free to go back.
Thank you, Your Honor. That'll be everybody for today.
Okay, and I apologize for Mr. McCullers, but I believe he wasn't getting the information, but needed to hear the information.
That's all right, sir.
All right, have a good day.